Good morning, everyone. So, as you can see in front of you, we have finally had the Unchained new cards confirmed for the Revolution booster in the OCG. Now, as you can tell, that this is the Link 4 in an extended art card. Actually looks pretty amazing. I don't mind the Link markers kind of floating over their heads. I think it works out quite nicely. So let's dive into it and show you all of the brand new cards. So we're going to be starting off with Unchained Ogre Shara. So it might look familiar as it is like the Shahara's like younger form, like human form, demon form, I guess is the right one. But this one is a level 4 fire fiend, and you can only use the first and second effects once per turn. During the main phase as a quick effect, like its kind of evolution's counterpart, you can discard this card to special summon a fiend monster from the hand and then destroy it one card you control. So for those of you unfamiliar with how like the natural Unchained route want to play, they don't actually mind destroying their own trap cards or even their own spell cards because they get to float into other Unchained monsters, and then sometimes as well you can destroy your own Unchained monsters to extend that little bit further. If a card of cards on the field is destroyed by battle or the effect of an Unchained card except Ogre Shara, while this card is in the grave, you can either special summon it but place it on the bottom of the deck when it leaves the field, or add it to the hand. Then we've got the Unchained Ogre Sharma. So this is again the kind of counterpart to the Unchained Soul Yama. You can only use the first second effect once per turn. If it is specifically normal summoned, you get to special summon a level 4 or lower Unchained monster from the deck except itself, and then mandatory to destroy a card you control. Also, you cannot special summon from the rest of the turn except fiend monsters. And if this card on the field is destroyed by battle or an effect of an Unchained card other than itself, you get to special an Unchained monster from the hand or deck except itself. So this will kind of really work with Yugioh and Uhara. Is it Uhara? Oh, I always get the name wrong, but the other two fire monsters, the fire monster and the water monster, they let you destroy your own cards as well as quick. The Yugioh is quick effect. Then we get a brand new Link 4 being the Unchained Enma Lord Yama. So this is obviously Yama's extended form, I guess. So two monsters including an Unchained Soul monster, and you can only use the first and second effect once per turn. During your own phase, you get to target up to 2 fiend monsters in your grave that were destroyed and sent there this turn, and special summon them, but you can't special summon while you control either of those face-up monsters except fiends, which is pretty fine anyway. And then if this card on the field would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you get to destroy a face-up card on either field instead. So it's a nice little bit of protection as well, and it also means that when you trigger cards like Yugioh to try and destroy your own Unchained monster, you can actually end up destroying your opponent's monster instead, which is kind of cool. And then we get a brand new Unchained Soul Rage Abominator. So this is kind of like Rage double, but it doesn't have the same Rage effect, which is a bit of a shame. So 2 monsters including a fiend monster, and you can only use the first and second effect once per turn. If your opponent special summons a monster or monsters face up, you get to target one of them and destroy a fiend monster you control, and if you do, negate that targeted monster's effects until the end of this turn. And then when a monster effect is activated on the field and you control a Link 4 or higher Unchained monster, quick effect, you get to banish a card from the graveyard to destroy that monster that activated that effect. So you get some nice interactions as well, which is quite important. You just need to be able to control that level 4, and then it becomes a negate and destroy. And then finally we get a brand new Unchained trap card, being the Unchained Syncretism. So you can only use the first and second effect once per turn. Target 2 face-up monsters on the field, including an Unchained Soul Link monster you control. Immediately after this effect resolves, Link summon a fiend monster using only those 2 monsters. If this card, if this set card is destroyed by card effect, you get a special and Unchained monster from the deck. So it's kind of nice because it's a trap card Rage, which kind of makes sense. It gives you a bit more utility rather than just having to rely on Rage. You just still need to keep a Unchained Soul Link monster on the field. But what that will do is that will give you the ability to go from Rage into what Unchained kind of wanted to do is you go from Rage as the Link 2 into Abomination as the Link 3. And then you can work your way into the Link 4. So and then, yeah, that is it. That's all the new cards we know so far. I'm pretty sure there'll be more ones. But this is the booster pack that comes with Witchcraft support, Unchained support, and Toon support. So there should be a couple more. This might be a new deck building set that we get in the TCG, or it might be something a little bit different. But we will soon see. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, share. Till next time, as absolutely always, stay safe and, of course, happy dueling.